Have you ever stopped and wondered why your dog does the things they do? The lean, the stare, the way they follow you from room to room? Most people smile and move on. But here's the truth. Every single one of those moments is your dog saying something profound. And if you've been missing the message, you might be missing the deepest part of your relationship. In the next few minutes, you're going to see your dog differently. Not as a pet who loves you simply because you feed them, but as a deeply emotional, instinctively intelligent creature who has chosen you over and over again in ways most people never recognize. We're going to walk through 7 of the deepest compliments your dog gives you every single day, and we're saving one for last. And when you understand what it really means, it might just change the way you look at your dog forever. Let's get into it. 1. The lean. Most people think it's just their dog being physically affectionate. Sweet but simple, like a hug basically. But what's actually happening when your dog leans their full body weight into you goes so much deeper than that. Dogs don't lean on just anyone. In pack behavior, physical contact carries enormous social weight. Wild canines huddle together for warmth and security, but leaning specifically signals trust. It's a vulnerable position. A leaning dog is a dog who isn't braced for anything. They're not ready to run, not scanning for threats. They've decided in that moment that you are their safe place. Research in animal behavior consistently shows that physical closeness in dogs is tied to oxytocin release, the same bonding hormone humans experience during moments of deep emotional connection. When your dog leans into you, their body is literally producing love chemicals, and they chose you to do that with. That weight against your leg? That's your dog saying, "I am completely safe with you. You are my peace." 2. Bringing you their favorite toy. You probably assume this one was about playing. And sometimes, sure, it is. But watch closely next time, because there's a version of this that has nothing to do with fetch, and that version is one of the most touching things a dog can do. Dogs understand ownership. They know what belongs to them. Their favorite toy, the one they sleep with, carry around, guard from other dogs, is genuinely precious to them. When your dog trots over and drops that specific toy at your feet, not to play but just to show you, behavioral scientists call this gift-giving behavior. It's been observed across wolves and domestic dogs alike. In the wild, bringing something valuable to another pack member is an act of inclusion. It says, "What's mine is also yours." Puppies learn early that sharing resources builds bonds. Your adult dog never forgot that lesson. They're not playing. They're offering you something they love. When your dog brings you their most treasured thing, they're not being cute. They're telling you that you are worth their most prized possession. 3. Sleeping with their back against you. A lot of owners think their dog just wants the warmth or the comfort of the bed. And look, warmth is real, but the position matters. And most people never think twice about the position. In the wild, sleeping is when animals are most vulnerable. A dog who sleeps back to back with you, or pressed against your side with their back facing you, is doing something ancient and deliberate. They're covering the angle you can't see. In pack dynamics, wolves sleep in this formation to protect each other. One faces one direction, the other covers the opposite. Your dog is doing the same thing. Even in the safety of your home, that instinct runs deep. They're not just sleeping near you. They've taken a position. They've assigned themselves a role. They are your guardian, even in their sleep. Every night your dog presses their back against yours. They're saying, "I've got your blind side. You're protected. Rest." If this is already making you see your dog in a new light, go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more dog lovers who need to hear this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, come join us. We go deep on the bond between dogs and the humans they choose. 4. The slow blink. You've probably seen your dog look at you and blink slowly, softly. Maybe you thought they were tired. Maybe you didn't think about it at all. That would be understandable. But that slow blink? In dog language, it's practically a declaration. Direct, unblinking eye contact in the animal world is a challenge. It's dominant. It's threatening. So when a dog holds your gaze and then deliberately softens it when they slow their blink and let their eyes go warm and gentle, they are doing the opposite of challenging you. Animal behaviorists have studied this. A slow blink is a signal of relaxation and non-threat. It's the canine equivalent of lowering your guard completely. A 2020 study published in Scientific Reports found that when dogs make eye contact with their owners, oxytocin levels rise in both the human and the dog, mirroring what happens between mothers and infants. Your dog isn't just looking at you. They're bonding with you. On purpose. That soft, slow blink is your dog saying, "I see you. I trust you. There is no threat in my heart when I look at you." 5. Following you from room to room. Here's one that gets misread constantly. People either find it endearing and don't think much of it, or they worry their dog has separation anxiety. But for most dogs, following you isn't about anxiety at all. It's about something much more intentional. Dogs are pack animals, and in a healthy pack, members move together. They coordinate. They don't let important members disappear without knowing where they are. When your dog follows you from the kitchen to the living room to the bathroom, yes, even the bathroom, they're not being clingy. They're being a pack member. They're tracking you the way wolves track their most valued companions. Dr. Stanley Coren, one of the leading researchers in canine psychology, points out that dogs who follow their owners consistently are displaying a secure attachment style, not an anxious one. They've identified you as their person, their anchor, their most important companion, and they want to know where their most important companion is. That's not need, that's devotion. Every time your dog gets up just because you did, they're telling you, "You matter too much for me to lose track of." 6. Yawning when you yawn. This one sounds almost too simple to matter. You yawn. Your dog yawns. You probably laughed the first time it happened. But the science behind contagious yawning in dogs is genuinely extraordinary, and it says something about your dog that most owners never hear. Contagious yawning, in humans, is linked to empathy. We catch yawns from people we're emotionally connected to, not from strangers, not from people we feel neutral about. Researchers at the University of Tokyo ran a study specifically on dogs and contagious yawning. The results? Dogs were significantly more likely to catch a yawn from their owner than from a stranger. And they showed stress responses, elevated heart rate, subtle anxiety when their owners showed signs of emotional discomfort. This is empathy. Real, measurable empathy. Not the vague, poetic kind, the neurological kind. Your dog feels your emotional state and responds to it. They don't just see you, they feel you. When your dog yawns because you did, they're not mimicking you. They're tuned into you. Your emotions live inside them too. 7. Resting their head on you without asking for anything. This is the one we teased at the beginning. And I want you to think about the last time it happened. You were sitting somewhere on the couch, at your desk, maybe lying on the floor, and your dog walked over. They didn't ask for food. They didn't want to play. They didn't bring a toy or do anything particularly noticeable. They just rested their head on your leg or your lap or your foot and stayed there. Most people smile, give a little pet, and move on. But let me tell you what was actually happening in that moment. This behavior has no survival function. It asks for nothing in return. In the evolutionary framework that shapes every dog behavior, actions that cost energy and offer no immediate reward only happen for one reason: emotional investment. When a dog rests their head on you in stillness, not seeking play, not seeking food, not alerting you to anything, they are in a state that researchers call affiliative resting. It's the canine equivalent of sitting with someone in comfortable silence. It requires trust so complete that your dog doesn't need anything from the moment except your presence. Think about what that means. Your dog, descended from wolves who survived by staying alert, who are wired to track movement and monitor their environment, that dog has decided, in that moment, to be completely still, completely present, with you. Not because they need something, not because they're trained to, but because being near you, just near you, is enough. Dr. Brian Hare at Duke University's Canine Cognition Center has spent years studying the dog-human bond, and one of his central findings is this: dogs don't just tolerate human company. They genuinely seek it in a way that's unique among all domesticated animals. Your dog doesn't rest their head on the couch. They don't rest it on a random object. They come to you, specifically you. Out of everything in the world available to them in that moment, they chose the warmth of your presence. That quiet moment, That head on your lap with no agenda, no request, just closeness. That is the purest compliment a living creature can give another. It means, I don't need anything right now. I just need to be where you are. That's enough. You are enough. Your dog has been saying all of this every single day in ways that don't require words. Maybe now when they lean into you or follow you down the hallway, you'll feel it, really feel it for what it is.